My buddy John, you all know and love Big John.
Look at all them marshmallows.
He recently bought his dream truck, the 1980 Dodge Ramcharger. It's got a 318 V8, but for the last 45 years, it's been running a tiny 2-barrel carburetor with a cast iron intake manifold. So today we're going to be helping him out. We're going to be rebuilding one of my old Holley 4-barrel carbs, pairing it with an aluminum single plane intake manifold that I found on Marketplace. This is a Edelbrock torquer. We're going to be giving him the complete upgrade package as a Christmas present. Let's check it out. We'll jump right into it by removing this primary fuel bowl. This is a Holley 4160 electric choke, vacuum secondary, single fuel inlet. We got the complete rebuild kit laid out, ready to go. This carb is from the Suburban. We just got done doing a complete upgrade, new carb, new distributor, kind of tune up. This went on the shelf. It had trouble starting sometimes. It would stumble under load, but for the most part, not too bad. And we'll have a look at our float. Here's your float. And then your needle and seat assembly right here. All of that is actually looking real good. We'll pull out the needle and seat. And a little dirty. It's not seized up or froze or anything, but man, that O-ring is like flat. Crumbled right off of there. We'll remove the float next. It's got one of these little C-clips right here. Pretty much we just want to make sure it's not leaking. Sealed plastic float. No liquid inside. Then on the bottom, we got 4 Phillips screws for the accelerator pump, and that actually looks really good and clean. Here's the little gasket and diaphragm. Every now and then, I'm just making sure the new kit came with all the parts we need, like this little orange rubber flap, and there's the new one right there. So we will get this old one out. There are gaskets on the fuel inlet and the sight plug on the side for the bowl. I'm not going to worry about taking those off because I know they didn't leak. Last thing before it's time to clean this is getting rid of this O-ring for the crossover tube. So that is ready to clean. Some stuff built up on the bottom, some dirt and gunk or whatever. Turn this carb so you can see it a little bit, and we're going to get this metering block off of here next. Try and pry it out from right here. Everything looks really good and it's coming apart real nice. On the back of the metering block is the power valve. Got a wrench on there. Thread that out. Flip this metering block around and we have our main jets right here. We'll unthread those. And on the sides, we will completely remove our idle mix screws. There is a gasket in there and it is pretty well in there. Just a little cork gasket. The secondary bowl is going to break down the same way. Pull out that crossover tube. And same deal in here. Whoa, that float is stuck down. See that? It's like springing against the bottom. So that needle and seat is way too low or seized or something. Dude, did I do that? I don't remember doing that. Look at all that dirt and dust and crap in there. Because it's a Holley 4160 with only a single inlet fuel, there is no metering block on the back. It's a metering plate, so there's no idle adjustment on the secondary. And along with the bowl, no accelerator pump. To remove said plate, there's these weird little fasteners, a tiny little pocket screwdriver. Gets them out. Looks nice and clean. And we're in. Next, we're going to remove the choke and vacuum assemblies. I already have the choke cap off. I had to steal it for my brand new carburetor. Here's the choke cap that came on the new one, and we found out in the last episode that it is faulty. It doesn't even work. So that's already off. Choke housing, 3 screws. Tiny little cotter pin holding the choke linkage on to the assembly. Right there. There is a tiny gasket on here, which is a vacuum port. The vacuum canister arm has a tiny one of those little C-clips on here. I got it, but I don't know where it went. And then 3 mounting screws. Again, 1 vacuum port right here. We're getting down to it. Take a look down through the top. Big old Phillips head. That is the accelerator pump squirter. And we'll take squirter nozzles. There is a gasket and a little check valve in there. There's the check valve. Pointy side goes down. Flip the carb over and take out these screws to separate the throttle body from the main body of the carb. Here's the throttle body with all the primary, secondary linkages. Transfer slots look good. That's ready to clean. And the main body, we just have a gasket yet. There it is. It's really not that bad. Carburetor completely broke down. All the parts scattered about. Now it is time to clean. We'll start with all these big pieces and then we'll do our best to clean all the small stuff without dropping it down in. we got the majority of the gunk off. Now I'm gonna come through some brake cleaner and give them one last kind of spray. Get through all the ports and then hit it with some air. And this just has the like the football inflator on it, which works really good for carburetors. Give everything a wipe and be ready to reassemble. Start by getting the main body onto the throttle body. Here's the gasket that came off, and we got some options, and they're all a little bit different. And you can just make sure that all the holes are in the same spot. Gasket's in there. Now we're assembling, and we're just gonna make these kind of hand snug, nothing more. All right, I've attached the vacuum and choke. It's important, there's two little cork gaskets for the vacuum passages. That's important to get on. Reattaching the cotter pin and the C-clip here. It's also important to make sure the choke cam is above the lever, just like that. I will put this choke cap on. This is the one that doesn't work, but just so it's has something on there. And I'll probably be, I'll definitely be the one installing all this, so don't let me forget that. And we'll just kind of plug everything in just so it's mocked up. Looks nice, ready to go. Found the same new gasket, and you can see that metering plate fits right on there. And then there's some dowels sticking out to kind of keep everything centered. And we can just line it on up and then secure it with those weird screws. Ready for the rear fuel bowl, and I've already assembled it. Got the little plastic thing in there, float with the spring, and then the C-clip holding it in. And now we can thread in our needle and seat from the top, and we'll set it up for like a bass tune. So this just drops in, starts to thread. We're gonna turn it upside down, and we're gonna thread that in until this bowl is level. And we'll have two gaskets, one for the top, one for the bottom. So we'll put that down, put down the adjusting nut, the other gasket on the screw on top. Ready to put the bowl on, and there's these little plastic washer things. Pain in the butt to clean the old ones off, by the way. Washer / gasket. Not too snug with these at all, just kind of hand tight with this 1/4" ratchet. Probably about to. Before we assemble the front bowl for the primary, I'm going to add a little custom touch. There's the bowl, and I have in my hand a flap disc. Give me a second, it'll make sense. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm going to clean that real quick just in case. We'll assemble this bowl first, and then I'll show you what I was up to. Little diaphragm thing to go up in here for the accelerator pump. Okay, that was way harder than it needed to be. Spring, new diaphragm with gasket. Put the float back in. Insert the needle and seat and set it to level. Let you watch it in real time. Right there. Well, look at that. I went to tighten that down and the float popped out because I forgot the retainer. Where is that thing? Primary bowl, debranded, ready to put on. Now we'll get that metering block on there. Got the idle mix screws, and here are the little cork gaskets that need to go on, like that, and thread them. Idle screws are in. Screw in our jets. Mustn't forget the new power valve and gasket. Snug that down. We'll go gasket hunting again. I don't think there's any differences here. Because of how the dowel pins are lined up, this gasket will only go on one way, which is good. So now the metering block can go on. Got the bowl gasket. All right, check it out. Here's what I was getting crafty with. I put one of my decals on here and I painted it. So I'm gonna pick these off. All right, well that's smudged, so I'm just gonna put a normal decal on it. Call it good, reassemble. Don't forget the transfer tube with new gaskets. One last thing, base tune on the carb. For the idle mix screws, we'll go all the way in until they're seated, and then 1.5 turns out. Cool. Let's put this up on here. Might as well base tune the idle quick. So we're gonna back this curb idle screw until those throttle blades don't move anymore. So that linkage is moving. Right there it's stopped. And we'll go 1 turn in from that spot. Right there. Base tune. Carb is done. Time is of the essence. We need to get this intake manifold cleaned up, which it's actually in pretty good shape, and I don't think that even needs scrubbed. So really just a quick, honestly, is that even going to clean up? Maybe I'll just vacuum it real quick. Yeah. Well, I was going to put this thermostat housing on, but I don't have a thermostat. And just in case he wants to get this cleaned up a little bit more and or powder coated, kind of thread this on like it was. We're going to wrap everything up and make a nice little present. I got this huge Jegs box that I've been waiting. Reinforced with duct tape. Some carb studs on here for the boy. We're ready to pack up. Got our chief gift wrapping correspondent. Put that in. The hat and the phone.
Tape.
Where? In the box. Can we wrap his thermostat housing gasket?
I guess.
Where are you going?
Well, you never. I hate when people do this and cut here and then leave.
Whoa, hot take.
Oof. You cut the whole strip off, and then you find a gift that fits the leftover piece perfectly.
In the box. Merch. Sticker. And sticker. Run like the wind. Ah, that's enough. Now we gotta wrap the big box.
That is so rude. Then he has to rip duct tape.
You gasp.
It's not gonna go anywhere. He lives 2 minutes away. Well, 10.
Gap. Is it loaded?
Yeah, 3 of them went in, but they didn't go through the bow.
Freeze.
Don't do that.
Nice.
That'll hold.
Put one more in there. Oh. It's so nice that the Nova video's out. Oof. Now we don't have to tiptoe around it.
Don't you bump it.
Into the sleigh. Off the Gap. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, be run. You'd think an old man lived here. It's time. Merry Christmas, nice taillight.
We're halfway through.
Where'd you get it on Alibaba.com?
No. I like it, don't you?
No, you did that intentionally?
Maybe.
No way you did that. You did that on purpose?
Yeah.
What?
I like it.
Oh, God. No comment. We'll be right back.
You first?
Yeah, pop them doors. John got me presents, too.
I did.
Thanks, bud.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is.
No, you don't.
Does it involve this?
No. Oh.
Is there a puppy in here?
Didn't want that going nowhere.
I see that.
Whoa.
Whoa. A lot of parts. This feels like valve cover gaskets. Intake manifold. Interesting. Wonder what that could be for.
Whoa.
Holley! A 4-barrel! What? We're gonna have to make some freaking power. That's sick. Hell yeah. This is the old one off the Burb, right?
But it is fresh.
It is fresh. You rebuilt this. I got a feeling I know what's in the bottom of the box then.
No, you don't.
No? See, that's exciting. Whoa.
What the hell?
Whoa, big.
It's not new. I'm sorry.
I know that. Awesome. This is a nice one.
It is a nice one.
I was gonna say this is the X pattern. Like it's an Edelbrock.
Single plane.
Single plane. Yeah. You're gonna need that.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, buddy. You and your freaking ARP.
You like it.
I love it. You're right.
Well, I was gonna ask you, like, what is, like, did you research it all? Power gains or?
No. I just know that 4 is bigger than 2.
Yeah, that's good. That's good math.
Is this all?
That is it.
Okay. Come here.
Oh!
Thanks, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
I knew you were getting me this, by the way.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
I might have hinted at it a time or two.
You're really bad with surprises.
Shut up. I have no idea what I'm getting.
You have no idea?
Should I? Dude! What? That's awesome. I'd be good with just that.
Here's the big gift.
Dude! Yes! They got the covers?
Yeah. Freaking better. They did on the ad.
Sticker!
Oh man, I'm jealous of that. I should have stole that. Yes!
Yeah,
Yes.
buddy. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
They're gonna look
This is my favorite Christmas present he got me, actually.
I should have wrapped it up.
Should've. I'm curious to see power difference, because I'll definitely be able to notice on the highway. Hopefully I cleaned it well enough.
Oh. Alright, put it in.
Done.
Fire it up. Honestly, it's good it's not new.
Yeah, I think it kind of matches.
I feel like it'll feel like more peppy when you stomp it. Like
You don't think my top speed will go up with it?
I don't know, because that's more gearing, and I think you'll feel this more in the low end than anything.
I'm topping out at 70.
Or like when you get going from a red light, like whoa.
Do you think this will blow the transmission?
Yes, it's a Dodge.
So this is the first big mod that I wanted. Boom.
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 Ha! All right, we're back here in the home shop. By the way, John did something last night.
I had a surprise for everyone. It looked like handsome Shrek.
All right, so the KCs are for the CJ. Whether they go in the bumper, I was thinking the bumper or like there-ish, which I'm leaning towards that. Yeah, let me know what you think. Just a lot of circles up front. Yeah, I'm gonna order them windshield brackets. I do like to fold the windshield down a lot in the summer.
Ah.
Right, so we might have to do custom brackets for where they're mounted out a little bit farther than when you tilt the windshield that go with it. I don't know. Coming up real soon, we're gonna do that intake swap on his Ramcharger with the 318.
We did some Googling. We found like, what, 30 to 40 horse?
Optimistically, but
Optimistic.
the choke point is still gonna be the small Gara heads with the small intake ports. Probably some low end gains, but we're gonna find out. Anyway, guys, that is gonna wrap it up for this one. Just a little Christmas special. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I love it. They're gonna look sweet. Keep an eye out for that Ramcharger video. Take it easy. We'll see you in the next one. Merry Christmas.
Damn.